Welcome to My Movies!
Today we're going to be talking about the latest Hobbit movie, the third in the trilogy.
Yes, the Battle of the Five Armies.
It is really a culmination of two different trilogies, and when did all of this really start?
2006, I believe, was when they started scripting and trying to get the licensing sorted out. There's a huge issue with the licensing, actually, with the original Tolkien estate. But that got sorted out around 2008. That's when Guillermo del Toro came on as director, and then he kind of left. And then I think they started principal photography shooting in 2011.
It was personally one of my favorite movies out of the 6 of the Lord of the Rings ones, although reading the books, it's not necessarily true to it.
They originally wanted to do 2 movies instead of 3. Yeah, but then, you know, Peter Jackson is just like, 3! Let's just do 3.
Really, it is one of the more action-packed of the 3. I mean, you have the battle.
There's a battle.
You have
There's 5 armies.
There's lots of fighting.
Yeah, in as much as it's there to bridge the gap between the Hobbit trilogy and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So The Hobbit is a trilogy of films based on a novel by J.R.R. Tolkien. It was written a very long time ago.
For children.
For
actually.
children, yes.
Yeah.
And they originally made the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which comes after The Hobbit, which the Peter Jackson films came from that, which were 3 books, which they made into 3 movies. The Hobbit is 1 book, a very short one, which they made into 3 movies. And but there are a lot of plot points in that novel, which does carry across into the movies.
Post the passing of J.R.R. Tolkien, his son put out a lot of his unfinished works and other things, which I imagine, in terms of the scripting process, they used to bridge a lot of the gaps, or at least to add content to the trilogy that came out of the 1 book. Should this be a movie that you should go and watch?
Yes. Go watch.
Yes.
Go watch. It's fine. It's good.
Whether or not you watched the 2 previous ones, you know, you may miss out a little bit in terms of what's really happening.
Yeah, you should probably watch the first 2 first. And then afterwards go and watch The Lord of the Rings. And then you'll have like a whole weekend sorted. What is it? It's like 18 hours altogether.
And I mean, particularly coming up to the holidays, if you're going to spend a lot of time with your family, or you're going to spend a lot of time avoiding your family, this might be a perfect way to do it.
Maybe you shouldn't watch the movie if you don't like dragons.
Or orcs.
Or swords.
Or hairy hobbit feet.
Or people fighting in awesome giant CGI battles.
Or dwarves.
So if you don't like awesome things,
no,
you shouldn't watch this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you find enjoyment in. But yeah, final conclusion, out of the 5 stars that we're going to be using to generally rate movies, what are you going to give it, Albie?
3.5.
Why are you only giving it 3.5?
There was some things I found issue with, but it is still a really, really good movie. You know, 3.5 is not like an awful movie.
Right.
But
like 1 is an awful movie.
Yes.
I personally give it 4. It was one of the 3 movies, or even if you're going to count the 6, that I actually paid attention to the whole way through. I wasn't necessarily fully invested in the characters. I still found the dwarf and elf thing kind of weird, but generally it was a pretty movie. I enjoyed it, and popcorn. If you have any recommendations basically for any movies that you think we should go and watch and review, or if you have any additional comments about how you felt about the movie, whether you felt we gave it too few or too many stars, let us know.
Yes.
Do that.
But in a nice way.
Yeah, don't be mean. We have an opinion, share yours in a non-confrontational manner. With that.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
If you really like bears and men that turn into bears, he's in it for 1 shot.
He was, and it was really exciting. It's like that time at the end of Anchorman where everybody shows up, and it's like,
no, it's bad.
You didn't like it?
No.
You wanted him to be in more of it?
Yeah, it's just stuff they're saving for the extended edition. There's gonna be like a 5-minute sequence with Bjorn being awesome. You don't get to see it because he just does a drop bear attack.
Drop bear.
Yeah, he's a drop bear.
Thorin, don't die. Thorin! Thorin!
I'm Thorin. I'm dying. I fought for like 45 minutes.
Thorin.
I'm dead.
Oh no. I have emotion. I just... It was stupid.
What? Him fighting?
Him fighting!
No, it's like in the original trilogy when the hobbits are fighting. It's a thing they use in video games now, is hobbits are really good at throwing rocks. Did you see Bilbo threw the rocks in the movie?
He threw the rock and it knocked out the orcs.
He didn't knock him out, he killed him. He killed like 20 orcs by throwing rocks at them.
Yeah, I don't know if you can kill an orc by throwing a rock at it.
It's an uncommonly known fact that orcs have very soft heads.